Ryan, a disappointing night for the boys in the end. They're going out of the Betfred Challenge Cup.
Yeah, initial emotions are disappointment, obviously the result, and in the Challenge Cup game the result is all that matters, and we were on the wrong side of that. If you go down and really look at it with a magnifying glass, there was the try just before half time, then an 8-minute window, and they scored all their points, and that was it. And I think for the rest of it, for those who watched the game as well, I think we were dominant. We were the better side. Obviously Saints were good, but you can't say it was very one-sided, but I think out of the two teams we were the better side. And that's what's really disappointing. That's what really does kick your balls a bit harder, because it was there for us. We'd committed to it. Defensively, I thought our middles were good, and Saints have a very good pack, and ours more than stood up to them. And we're dominating in that field, and it was just a scoreboard that in that 8-minute window, like I say, what let us down.
Is that the important thing in terms of the group, in terms of experience of it, that we don't overreact to this defeat, that we not necessarily just focus on positives, but the fact that we know we are progressing?
Yeah, and that's what I said in the change room after the games. If you take the emotion out of it, which is quite hard to do, if you take the emotion out of it and just look at it objectively, I'm encouraged about what we produced in areas. Obviously, we turned that 65 minutes where we were dominant team into 80 minutes, then we'll start getting the wins. And that's what I was encouraged by, by how good we could be. Yes, of course, there's things that we need to get right, and everyone's going to have their own opinion. And at the moment, you can say that our attack probably is not where it needs to be. But that's why we train, and that's why we turn up to Monday mornings at training, full of energy, wanting to get better. If you drag your heels and turn up Monday because we've lost tonight, we're not going to get any better next week. So as long as we've addressed the errors, and we'll learn from the errors instead of just saying that's an error, and anyone can highlight an error, but it's what you do on the back of that and learn from it, and hopefully we can put that into practice going into Wigan.
You mentioned our attack. We did look a bit more threatening tonight. The addition of Lockie Miller there at fullback and Jake in at the halves. Do you think that gave us an extra dimension? Yeah,
I like it. Lockie's obviously a different type of fullback to Jake, and he brought that running explosiveness that he does. But then Jake, he's been our standout player, I'd say, for the first part of the season. And in my eyes, he needs to play a position. I don't know, because there's that many permutations that it could be. I think he needs to play, and he's played at 7 tonight, and he played well. But yeah, so that's first hit out of that, and there's always going to be teething issues. But once things click, hopefully we can start getting the points on the board and the scoreboard in our favour more often.
Wigan up next Saturday night at AMT Headingley. Is that a good game for us to get back on after this one?
It's a perfect game. It is the perfect game. Wigan are the benchmark at the moment. I don't think anyone's going to be blown away by that statement, but they are the benchmark at the moment. They played unbelievable in Las Vegas, against Warrington, and they've been like that for quite a while now. They won all 4 trophies last year, and it doesn't look like they've changed much. There's no signings coming in and out, too much for this year, so it's going to be very much the same again. They're a very good team, and it is the perfect game to get ripped into next week.